Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. How are you? This is my second video on the SJ9570. This is in a media room at my sister-in-law's house or apartment complex in Philadelphia. Now, my intention of doing this video was just to show you guys an 86-inch LG edge-lit display. I was in here briefly with my kids the other night and was actually impressed with how it looked in terms of its styling, and just the size of it caught me kind of off guard. 86 inches is no joke. I have a 75-inch 900E in my small media room, and the size of this gets lost on you, obviously, the farther you are back. It's a regular TV right there. They have some pretty cool seating, you know, pretty nice little home theater here, or media room, I should say. LED lighting. I showed you guys, wow, popcorn on the floor. Little Bose system. It's actually perfect for what it's, what it's used for. Really, really impressive little setup. And actually, in a room like this, it actually sounds pretty damn good. But without even meaning to, what I was really looking to do here with an 86-inch TV is, for myself, really want to see one in action. Because the uniformity issues with displays like this are really hard. It's really tough to get one that only has bad gray uniformity, vertical banding, things of that nature, flash lighting, blooming. Things are a lot harder to manage on such a large display. Now also, this is a newer LG, so it's pretty thin for such a large panel. It's an IPS. It is edge lit. But when I kind of ran it through some paces, the blooming and flash lighting was some of the worst I've ever seen. Now, again, I don't want to be negative in these videos. This isn't the Apocalypse channel. This is just sometimes informative for those of you that aren't really into this hobby. You buy one of these TVs, you set it up, and you just see weird lighting in weird places, and you have no idea what you're looking at, and it can be very, very discouraging. Now, why do these videos? Well, simply put, because some of you buy a TV, enjoy it for a little while, turn it on, turn it off. You don't pay a lot of attention to it. Maybe you watch a lot of full screen type, content, TV, news, ESPN. You don't watch as many movies as you think, and then all of a sudden you put the movie on, you guys are busy, and in a blink, you're like, what the hell am I looking at? By the time you do that, you realize your return window is actually closed, and dealing with the manufacturers is very, very difficult. I've had some horror stories from you guys in regards to LG. I've had my own horror stories with Samsung. Sony isn't a peach either, but at least I've heard they've replaced panels, even try to upgrade you. But what I saw in the last video was some of the worst flash lighting I've ever seen. My Samsung KS9000, I love that TV, literally, there was lights jutting up from the bottom, like literally spotlights, which is why they call it flash lighting. Now, we covered blooming in the last video with the old LCD. Blooming, the big difference is, just to reiterate, blooming is sometimes with HDR when you will see slight haloing into the black bars. And then as the light moves away from that area, the local dimming kind of regrabs it, and you get back to a black solid bar. With flash lighting, that is there regardless of the content. It doesn't go away. Edge lit bleed, we've talked about, looks like, that's why they call it bleed. It looks like a drip of, color underneath the black bar. Not within, but underneath. So, just in the last video, kind of live as I was recording it, I wasn't looking for that. I was just looking for a little bit of vertical banding, and I came across intense, crazy blooming. I put it on a full screen version of The Punisher, and it was even worse. This is Batman Begins. It's not quite as bad. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm lying to you. It's pretty bad. That's what I'm talking about, guys. So in the last other video, this was evident regardless of the content. Now, those of you that have 55-inch TVs that wish you had an 86-inch TV, would you trade in your 55-inch 930E for an 86-inch TV that has that. Now, in full screen, you will see that as well. Blooming, not so much in full screen. Actually, blooming, I feel, is almost non-existent without the black bars to delineate the, the lines between two. But that kind of flash lighting you will see in gaming, even colorful gaming. That is pretty intense. Wow. So let's see how evident it is from way back. Excuse me. It is a really cool setup here. So here we are from the farthest point. And yeah, you can actually still see it. Now, IPS panels don't have the deep blacks, but they do have a wider viewing angle. But with the flash lighting, look how much more evident it is from the side. Now also quickly guys, those of you that want to mount a TV either above you or below you, viewing angle isn't limited to sides. As you get lower, it can become worse. Same with from up above. Not that you would really, mount one. Yeah, see? So whenever you're viewing, like this display, you'd want to have it chest level. So this first seating position is here. That's chest level. So those of you that want to put your TV above a fireplace, things of that nature, just be very careful because you will change the viewing angle. Again, if you're OLED or anything like that, don't worry about it, but they have their share of problems as well. Now here we are with more of a full screen. There are very small black bars, which I'll never understand why that's there. So you lose a little bit of it. You still see it a little bit. But now if you guys ever wonder why when you're in the store you only see 4K demos that are full screen, that is definitely passable. Now in motion you're going to see that flash lighting again, but this is why I warn everyone about Open Box. Open Box is going to show you full screen. And if you're in the store, you're like, damn, that looks pretty good. But what I like about showing you what we've talked about here is that full screen content, especially something as simple as just these guys talking, this isn't CGI or anything. If you're in an open box store and this TV is $2,000 at 86 inches or whatever it is, you're like, give it to me. Craigslist, even Amazon, buying used displays, but you get this bad boy home and at first you're marveling at how large it is. But you can see how the flash lighting isn't quite there. But yeah, it is. It's just kind of hiding for a second. And the worst thing is the minute, in HDR especially, and that's why I think you see the flash lighting so much higher on this display with HDR and Dolby Vision. Now, bright room performance, you want to put this in a living room where lights will always be on. You won't have as many issues. And again, I don't want to be doom and gloom, guys, but I want you guys to be as aware as possible of kind of the fallouts of some of these, not cheaper, but you know what I mean, these lower, mid, very low models in terms of large size, but the issues that come with it. This is 86 inches, guys. So yes, I think at this size, you'd be much better off with a projector than you would with a display this size. Just very hard. From shipping to putting it up. I mean, I guarantee you when people deliver these things, just grabbing, when delivery people grab it to lift it, be amazed at the pressure they can put on the frame. But I mean, look at that. That is flash lighting. All right, guys. Not expecting to do videos like this on this display, but thank you so much as always. And this is the media room. Pretty cool. Thank you as always. All right, guys. Take care.